Hello all, welcome to the part 2 of cPanel domains. In this section, we will discuss about the different types of cPanel domains, the changes these makes to the backend files of a server, etc. In the first part, we discussed about the main domain, and in this section, we will discuss about the three types of domains in cPanel, that is path domains, subdomains, and add-on domains. Path domains. Path domains are domains that can use the same contents for more than one website. That is, you can share the contents of a website among other domain names as well. When you add a path domain, the backend process is almost similar to the one while you create a primary domain or a main domain. And path domain can be added from a cPanel, and we can check that now. So here we have the cPanel for edusages.com. We can search for path domains. In the new theme, that is the paper lantern theme, it is called as aliases. We will create trainingedusages.com. We will add the domain right now, and the domain is now added. We can check the directory. The domain root is public HTML. So trainingedusages.com is a path domain of edusages.com. So both edusages.com and trainingedusages.com will share the same contents. No new virtual host entries will be added while a path domain is created. Instead, the path domain is added as server alias for the domain in the web configuration file or the httpd.conf. Then, the document root will be identical with that of the domain over which it is being pathed. We saw that while we added the trainingedusages.com domain, the public HTML was shared between the edusages.com and trainingedusages.com. We will check the files now. Now we will check the Apache configuration file for the changes that has happened to it while we added the path domain. We will grep edusages.com in httpd.conf, and here you can see the server alias for trainingedusages.com and www.trainingedusages.com has been added to the virtual host block of edusages.com. A separate DNS zone for the path domain is created as well in the location var named trainingedusages.com.db, and its entries would be added in the etc named.conf file. And now the entry for the domain will be added in the etc user domains as well, along with the username. And as we said in the previous chapter, the var cPanel user data /username /main file is also changed when a path domain is added. We will check all the three files now. Now we will grep the domain name in etc name.conf, and you can see var named trainingedusages.com.db has been created. We will check that file as well. We will cat it, and you can see the various entries and the DNS zone for trainingedusages.com. Let's check the changes to the etc user domains file. We will grab trainingedusages.com in etc user domains. You can see the entry along with the username of the account has been added to etc user domains. Now we will check the user data main file. We will cd into var cPanel user data edusages. We will list the files, and you can see the main file. We will cat the main file, and you can see here the path domain trainingedusages.com has been added to the main file after we created the path domain through the cPanel. So the next topic is subdomains. Subdomains are basically subdivisions of a domain name, and subdomains can be added from cPanel. We can check it with an example. So let's try adding a subdomain. We will search for subdomains. We will click that, and we will add a test subdomain. This is the default document root prompt. We will keep that as it is, and we will create it. We'll wait for it, and the subdomain test.edusages.com has been created. We can go back and check the directory settings. Here you can see test.edusages.com with document root public HTML/test. So we will check the backend files now. When you add a subdomain, the backend process is almost similar to the one when we add a primary domain. Separate virtual host entries are added to the Apache configuration. DNS records will be added to the main domain's zone file, and entries will be added to the basic files like etc user domain, etc user data domains, and the user data main file. We will check all the files now. So we can check the files now. First, we will grep in the Apache configuration for test.edusages.com, and you can see that a separate virtual host entry has been added for the subdomain we added. You can see the server name test.edusages.com and the document root public HTML/test. Now we can check the DNS zone file. We will cat the DNS zone file for the main account, that is edusages.com, and here you can see separate entries are added for the subdomain test.edusages.com. A record is added for test and www.test. We can also check the user data username/main file. We will cat the file, and here you can see the subdomain has been added here as well. Next is add-on domains. Add-on domains allow you to control multiple domains from a single account. That is, you can host numerous domains in a single hosting account. And add-on domains are basically nothing but park domains over a subdomain. And like the others, add-on domains can be added from cPanel. So as I told you, since these domains are subdomains with a park domain over it, all the steps while creating a subdomain and a park domain will be repeated once we create an add-on domain. And the corresponding subdomains created along with the add-on domain can be listed in cPanel subdomain section. So let us try adding a add-on domain. We will search for add-on domains. We will click that, and we will add a domain edusages.test.com, and prompt will be given mentioning the subdomain and the document root. We will click add domain here, and we will wait for it. So now you can see the add-on domain edusages.test.com has been created. We will go back and check the directory settings here, edusages.test.com with document root public HTML/edusages.test.com. So since I told you that a subdomain will be created automatically when we create an add-on domain, because add-on domains are nothing but park domains over subdomains, we will check the subdomain section as well. And here you can see edusages.test.edusages.com with document root public HTML/edusages.test.com is created. That brings us to the end of cPanel domain section. Thank you.